Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're recording.
Yes, we are recording.
Just a second, gotta get my head in the game.
Hi guys, my name is Greg Drew.
I'm Kiki Powell.
Jessica Solano.
Martha Hearn. Emma Garcia.
Faith Ballou.
Jared Tyler.
Cindy Sturgis. Teaching is a calling, it's a passion.
Teaching is game-changing.
Teaching is the greatest job in the world.
Teaching is the basis of a free society.
They'll come back and tell you, you really helped me last year, or I really liked your class. I don't know how you could have a more satisfying career in helping so many kids.
We are teaching the future citizens of this world.
I've had the opportunity to take other jobs, and this is the best job I ever had.
Why stay in it otherwise, except for freedom and joy?
But that first year when they wrote a big poster and said they really, really liked my teaching and they were gonna remember my class forever, I cried.
Just this summer, I went into the mall for the first time in 4 years, and I saw a couple students with their parents, and they saw me, and they said, oh my gosh, that's Mr. Drew. Seeing the students light up when they see you, you literally melt, because you have left an impact, and it could be just a student at another school, or someone that has just heard how awesome and amazing you are.
Go back to your why. You decided to become a teacher because you wanted to make an impact. There was something in there, some story from your childhood, some experience that you've had, something that said, hey, you know what? I should be a teacher. And one of my core values is family. That means so much to me. And I know that it's my responsibility as a mom and as a teacher to be able to help raise students to be contributors to our world that are kind and empathetic. And even though I don't really love filling out student agendas, or I don't really love scheduling different meetings, I know that in the end, it all contributes to being able to raise a child in a way that's going to be helpful for society and give them a chance.
Right now, going into education, it can be overwhelming with all of the issues that are going on right now. And I think it's really important to just keep and maintain perspective about what the end goal is and what are you doing and why are we here. And I think it helps me to get through those days that are especially challenging when I can remember that I'm here because I love these students and I want to help them.
There are going to be days where you really question it. And there are two ways that I have found that help me most to remember why I teach. Number one, I've defined it for myself based on my own personal values and principles very clearly. I've based it on what I got from my teachers as a child, what I get from my students as a teacher, and how I think I contribute to the world and society at large by doing what I do. That by being my true self and being the most open-hearted, open-minded version of myself that I can be on each day, that energy in the world, especially in the presence of people who are defining what our world will be tomorrow, is invaluable.
Another thing you can do is you can keep any little notes or cards or letters that you get from parents or students, and you can keep them in a file or a box or on your bulletin board, and when you're feeling down you can read them, and it kind of gives you a recharge and reminds you why you're doing it.
Every time a student writes me a post-it note that says, thank you for being my teacher, every time I get an email from a parent that says, I'm the class that their student looks forward to every day, every time I get a positive note from an administrator telling me how much they enjoyed my lesson, they all stay. I have a folder that I keep of physical evidence and a folder in my email inbox that reminds me when I am at my most low as a teacher that even on my worst day, I can help bring out the best in the next generation of young people.
Don't forget why you're there. Go back to your purpose. We're all here to service and serve the students and in our community, and to really get them to be successful and to graduate. And you want to really make sure that you're thinking about that. And when you go back to that goal-oriented reason that you're there for the student, that's gonna kill any conflict or anything that may come in the way.
I've been a teacher for 19 years, and one of the reasons why I'm still in it, outside of how much I love it, is because I feel like I can be better. I feel like that I can continue to grow as a teacher, as a person, as a human being, and obviously as someone that hopefully can mentor young adults into taking the next step in their lives.
You will falter and you will mess up in big ways and in small ways all the time. And that's okay, because if what you're there for is to be a true and genuine presence in these kids' lives, they have to see that people, real people, make mistakes all the time. But that doesn't mean that they are wrong and that they aren't valuable and that they can't come back and keep giving their very best. So know why you're there and make it true to who you are so that you can show up as you every day.
There's no greater validation of your quality as a teacher than the feedback that you get from kids, from parents, from administration, from the community, whoever it is. It's incredible to be able to see every year a new group that is going to go out and do amazing things. They're going to change the world. And the fact that I can just be one little blip in their lives, I think is a pretty incredible thing.